thatoldnerfguy here. I love interesting blaster, whether they are main brand, off brand, or complete ripoff, and this one really goes above and beyond even in the offering. It seems pretty interesting, so here's my review of the Holiky 3-mod Launcher Quickshot Elite Series M416 blaster. I said it. Welcome to Tag. The Holiky 3-mode Launcher Quickshot Elite Series M416 blaster. This is the blue one. Basically there was a red one which was an AK-47, and according to the box there is several other models offered from this series. Okay, let's cut to the chase. This is basically a Stryfe ripoff. It's not even a copy. It's not even close looking. I mean, when I look at it, I see a Stryfe. I really want the blaster to look like in the picture, and I don't want to say false thing, but this is a Stryfe with another ripoff, because this thing, like I said, really goes above and beyond. You got a Stryfe ripoff. It says Elite Series on the box, and you got what looks like a 3D printed worker kit for an M416, I guess. And then there is the drawing of the dart. It says Elite Series, but this is clearly AccuFake, AccuStrike darts. This is a ripoff in many ways. Even behind you see it's a full kit. The only main difference I would see between this and a Stryfe would be the Holiky lettering and the seemingly Picatinny rail under there for the bottom rail instead of being nerf rail. But for the rest, everything seems spot on. The stock almost look like a buffer tube stock. We're gonna check that out. But this kind of seemed promising. 3.7 volt battery. Okay, this is not gonna fly far, and this is not gonna have high FPS. Oh my god. This thing is gonna receive a new battery. But the main interesting thing with that is that it's a Stryfe knockoff with a full knockoff of a worker body kit, which contain apparently 100 darts, de-rechargeable batteries in it, but this is select fire. You got single, 3-shot burst, and full auto in this blaster. So let's not lose any more time and crack this thing open. I want to look at two things, the parts and the blaster itself. I am not going to lose time comparing it to a Stryfe today. This is going to be for another video, because my best guess is this kit is going to fit on a Stryfe. What do you think? Leave me your idea in the comment. I want to know what you think about that. For now, let's open this thing, crack it open. Let's take a better look at this Holiky 3-mode Launcher Quickshot Elite Series M416. Not even a blaster according to the box, because we're going to take a look around this box. It's an automatic soft missile launcher Elite Series. Somewhat lost in translation, obviously. Going around the box, we have like the back of it showing us what seems like a knockoff worker kit installed on a knockoff Stryfe. Seems to have plenty of kit offered in this series with a little barrel grip, Picatinny rail everywhere, even on the blaster, which is like the main difference with this one and a Stryfe. Here we have a different blaster offered in the series. I never saw number 7, and it's red on the box. Maybe it's not offered, because I never see this one. I saw those two. This was the red one when I saw it, and I saw those on AliExpress. Quite easy to find, and I wish I could find one of those with the stock attachment to close the blaster at the end. Otherwise than that, nothing out of the ordinary. Box is quite small. It's supposed to come with 100 dart, the battery, the cable, the blaster, the kit. Let's crack this thing open. Because if there's any value in this thing, this can be a good set. A good starter. More foreign too. Oh, okay. This is really a cheap Chinese box. You see, this is not like waxed or anything. This is just rough printed cardboard. With the tape, it give it the gloss, the gloss finish on it. And here, let's open it. Oh, okay. Start with some instruction. The magazine, which a little cheap, a little on the cheap side, but yeah, seems okay. Okay, the bad news are starting already. Look at those darts. Those are sorry elite copies. Bad foam right from the start. On the box, they show us those AccuFake, AccuStrike, and you see I got almost one full pack, which is ruined. Yeah, I got one pack which is ruined in the regular 50 dart offered with this one, and suction cup like I guessed. 50 suction cup dart, and those are not the one making weight in this box, I'm telling you. Now, oops, plastic parts, carrying handles, a little small, the bottom plate for the mag, and the barrel tip, okay. Obviously the barrel, not as cheap as I was expecting it to be. Not too bad. Those parts are quite, oh, this is the stock. This stock and the grip and the silent, the flash hider in front, not too ugly. The sights, obviously the inner barrel, big but not as big as I like them. Picatinny attachment, kit for Stryfe or for this blaster, obviously. Did I miss something? Oh Lord. Battery and USB cable. This is a sorry little battery. If this blaster runs on this, I'm gonna upgrade it. Ooh, and this charging wire, I will not be surprised that the wire will almost melt or be... Oh Lord, this blaster is, this is an elite colored Stryfe with different kind of plastic. I mean, everything is pretty well packed, everything is wrapped. This is, yeah, okay. Feeling on the rev trigger is a little harsh. Feeling on the mag release, feel like it's gonna stay inside and stuck, but it's because the clearance is very, very tight. Trigger seems responsive and locks when you don't rev it. This deco is really Stryfe material. Blaster is quite sturdy. I was expecting it to be very, very cheap. And is this thing open? I mean, this is an access door or jam door, is it? Does this thing open in any way? Yes, it will, but... Oh my god, this thing is tight. Okay. I don't know how to, okay, open this thing like that. Okay, we have a jam door. There is no rubber flap here. This is just clearing away. I would have ripped it apart and ripped it away from there. Okay, select fire. Okay, there's an off button on it. So you can completely leave it off. That's great. Okay, is there any charge in this battery? But first, let's just take a look at what we have. So total, in this box we have the Holiky Blaster, which is looking straight up like a Stryfe with a different door and a different name on it with some Picatinny rail underneath. That's it. So we have the blaster itself, the batteries and charger, the outer barrel, which is completely like flat black, the inner barrel, the flash hider, the grip to go on it, the sight, the bottom plate for the magazine, the Picatinny rail kit for the blaster itself, and I suspect it to work on Stryfe, the muzzle attachment to put on the blaster, and the carrying handle slash sight to put on it, plus 50 suction dart, 50 nerf knockoff copy dart, and a stock, which is not a real buffer tube stock as I expected it. It is a fake. I would have kind of liked it to come off and work with buffer tube. Maybe it will. I will try it on. Maybe, yeah, maybe on the Nexus. I will dismantle it and try to open this thing. Because I really think it's because it's just not open here that I can't remove it. Because it's not an ugly stock. I kind of like that. This battery. Let's check if there's any juice in this battery. This screwdriver might just rip the screw. Plastic feel okay. A little cheaper, of course, but it feels okay. I'm quite surprised by it. I mean, really. Okay, and this is the power cable. Ooh, the wire gauge in this thing is tiny. Before I put any kind of upgraded battery in there, I will need to beefed up this wire gauge. I mean, the wire gauge is bigger on the battery. Does this thing have any power? Looks like it does. Let's try it. Battery come a little charge, so let's try it. I want to try it without the kit on, because I suspect the barrel is gonna stop us from doing whatever we want with it. I'm sure that the dart are gonna get stuck somewhere. This is revving okay. Nice. Do I dare try the dart that come with that? I will. I will attempt to fire those darts. Let's open one, the pack. Oof. Okay, don't play with those darts with kids. Those darts are incredibly hard. Those are like, they are rubber, but they are full. This is solid. Okay. Magazine hold the first dart pretty well, which is okay. Nice. So that's a half decent magazine. So far it's good. It's not letting those cheap darts go off. I'm not expecting any accuracy with those, but the blaster work, it will be something. How much can I fit more in those? Oh, okay, I got 10 and I could easily fit 3 more. That would be a 12 round, 13 round mag. Mag is very tight in, even too tight. And the mag release is very easy. Oh, okay. Mag release is so easy that there is a way to wiggle it out. But it's okay. This is on the first position. Weird, there was kind of a delay there. Oh, I guess it's because it needs to rev the pusher out. No, because it did a click sound. Might work a little like a stage 1 Springer, you know, like the Stampede, but just for the pusher, like it pulls it back and then release it on tension. And it shoot only one. Ah, nice, and this one. Okay. And on the full auto, it's decent. I'm pleasantly surprised by this thing. I guess with some modification, it can be a viable primary, I guess. Select fire, complete off switch to keep up your battery, a tight fitting magazine. Let's assemble this blaster. See how hard can it be to assemble this one. I mean, I would be worried about this stock tube to rip off, but it's the stock that interests me. I'm sure I can find a way to remove it from there and slap it on a real buffer tube. Because it's sturdy. A little on the cheap side, but the look is good. Can I? No, it's locked in place. The only part moving is this carrying handle. Otherwise, this is awesome. Have you seen the size of this? This is barely fitting the table. And we got extra part and the charger. Yeah, this thing is way better than I expected. It fires. We're gonna try fire it like without with the full kit on it. I'm not expecting much performance out of it, but we never know. We never know. This magazine is quite nice. I am gonna give a paint job to this thing. This kind of porous plastic, a little on the cheap side, but this kind of plastic paint really well. Same for those plastic part, nylon part that are everywhere around. Those will just change color with nylon dye. This is really awesome. Okay, one shot and the chronograph on. Oh my god. Can I even... Okay, this was 39 FPS, and I suspect the barrel to come interfering with our result. So, therefore... So, chronograph tests for this Holiky rifle. Just turn that around a bit. That was pretty good. 76 max, 61 minimum with a 71 average on semi-automatic. That is pretty neat. Let's restart this chronograph and try it on full auto. So basically, I guess we're gonna have similar performance, but still, let me put it in full auto. Let it rev. Not bad. I mean, there was 2 or 3 double indexing, double scanning in this, but this is good. I mean, for blaster this price with 3.7 volt voltage, this is amazing. Like, it got a 70 average or something like that total. Yeah, I dig it. That's neat. Let's go try this thing on the target. Not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Really? This is a surprisingly good blaster for what it is. Let me explain. I understand the FPS is a little low. I understand this is a complete rip-off of Nerf and Worker. But this magazine got its charm. Honestly, I would want to buy more of this magazine. The Select Fire work well. It is not very fast as the rate of fire, but working on the 3.7 volt, there is a reason why it's not that strong. There is potential. It's a Stryfe with Select Fire, with some very good looking kit on it. I mean, the plastic is cheap on the kit, but everything worked well. I mean, oh yeah, I can do it. I wasn't able before. I mean, you really need to want to collapse this stock. I mean, I hurt my hand doing that. So normally you don't really brace that because it's not a spring powered, it's a flywheeler. And out of 3.7 volt, still rev pretty quick. You're losing a little power when it pulls the pusher and then the pusher release to engage the dart. And as one of the biggest downside is that slight delay you have with firing semi-auto. When it's fully charged, the barrel doesn't interfere that much. If the dart flies straight, but it's a little small. Other than that, if you are modding, you want to tempt your chance as a flywheeler, you would already have a body kit. They have an AK-47 Model 2. I'm gonna put both link in the description because I really like this thing. It's growing on me the more I use it. I'm not using the barrel very often. You saw in the fire test I use like just the small blaster, but I still use the stock because it's usable. I mean, I can still brace it against me and it's not collapsing. You really need to slam on it. This magazine, like I said, very neat, very slick. I don't know what kind of material is this, but this kind of flexible, soft plastic is very good. I would not be afraid to drop this on the floor. And you have a styling plate at the bottom, exactly like the worker mag, and the mag is holding and not shaking inside. This is a huge blaster for the price. I think it's 45 US, regular price 65. I had it for a little less than that with promotion and code, but this is a great blaster. I mean, for what it is, I love it. This thing is beyond my expectation. I can't really recommend it due to the fact that it's clearly a knockoff, and for some little problem inside, like the batteries, you can't really upgrade the battery unless you do some research. Plastic on the part are a little fragile, but other than this, if you want a blaster to rip apart, and the flywheel cage look darn close to the Stryfe one in this blaster. So a Stryfe with select fire, I think it's worth it for this price. I think that sums it up. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at thatoldnerfguy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to stay notified in my latest video. This might be this blaster opening and comparing the internal with the Stryfe to see how close they are together. This was Dave Fatag. See you next time. Bye.